use this particular...
a professor one day Abimbola is saying, Oyomesi, that is the kingmakers were present when he consulted Ifa, when the Ifa was consulted.
And he made the choice.
Okay. So mine is every care must be taken so we don't indulge in what happened in Kanu, where you had a Game of Thrones in Kanu.
These institutions have been around for centuries, and they know that they have the process, the way of doing these things. Why don't they keep to it and get the politicians not to disrupt a process that's so institutionalized? So when they bastard, let me not use that word. When they let the standard slip for one reason or the other, then the consequences will be paid for at some point. Consequences will come around at some point.
Okay. Consider this next story in the Nigerian Tribune. Rift in PDP deepens.
Yeah. PDP is a party that is that the rift has been there, one form or the other. And in the final analysis is greed on the part of the politicians, lack of consideration for others, lack of respect for rules, refusal to subordinate personal interests to the collective good. That's where the problem is and will remain until there's a mind change, until there's an attitudinal change.
Yeah, Tochukwu, my fear here is any country that does not have a healthy opposition is in trouble.
No, there can be no democracy without a healthy opposition. Opposition is very good in a democracy. But one thing is strife, another thing is opposition. You see, opposition is disagreement supposedly on policies.
For instance, what's your take or reaction to the question of the secretaryship, national secretaryship of the party? Two gentlemen are angling for.
As usual, the chairman, there'll be fight. Across the parties, secretaryship, there'll be fight. But why don't they follow the rules strictly as dictated by their constitutions?
Okay.
If they follow the rules.
Yeah, for instance, Mr. Anyanwu, who is claiming to be the national secretary, remember, he challenged Hope Uzodinma for the governorship of Imo. He lost.
Yes.
And he was the national secretary before he did. So if the constitution of the party said, quit your seat if you are going to go into elective contest.
Yes.
So what does it say after the contest? What happens?
You can make a comeback. If you're not, if it does not, if it does not disqualify you indefinitely.
Tochukwu, the story is that rift in PDP deepens. That's
the story.
That's the headline.
Yeah, that's not new. Rifts in political parties keep deepening and widening. We are used to that.
Tinubu commends governor's support for tax reforms. That's another story in the Tribune.
I think there's need for tax reforms, but the details need to be worked out. Northern governors were kicking against it, and some governors were for it. Ultimately, they are there. They are public servants. They are there to serve us, and if they are driven by that motivation, then but the point must be made here that the bills sent by Mr. President were not laws. They were bills, proposals. It's not law yet.
Now, so there's a ranking senator who claimed he had not read the bills, but made a gut reaction, which I think was out of sync, if you ask me.
You didn't read the bill, you just made a gut reaction, and you're a senator.
Ranking, no be small senator.
Nigeria is in trouble. You have to read the bill now analyze the bill before you start making comments. You're not a man on the street. You're not a drunk in a bar. So you have to be careful as to what you do.
Okay, let's take a story from the U.S. It says Trump's inauguration moved indoors due to extreme cold.
Okay. Okay.
Means there'll be no weather wahala.
There'll be It will not be done outside. Those are details. Those are questions of detail. Yeah. The inauguration
But have you heard the story? On Tuesday, the president-elect wants to undertake a massive what's the word now? A massive give me the word. He wants to chase out immigrants, illegal immigrants.
There are laws. It has to be done within the rule or the law of the land. He can wish all he wants to, but America is governed by laws. So as long as there are laws, enabling laws or existing laws to deal with this situation, we will be handicapped by the laws. Yeah, there are a man that is totally illegal, of course, can be arrested and deported. But there are many versions of the immigrant, many versions of illegal immigrants, and they all have to be dealt with according to the law. I think he's playing to the gallery. His support base are those conservative whites who are afraid of their country being overrun by blacks and Hispanics. And especially
Tochukwu, the American system is quite unlike ours. They play by the rules.
Yeah, there are laws you must
So
adhere to.
the rule book is there. So if you are in doubt, refer to the rule book. Okay. Appeal Court reaffirms Abure as Labour Party national chairman. You know, we mentioned it in passing earlier. Labour Party is too young to experience teething problems.
Yeah, and to the aura about the Labour Party to a reformist kind of a party, you know. So
for me, like a new kid on the block, it should be guarded and guided.
but
Don't you think?
They are falling into the same abyss,
The vagaries of the Nigerian system.
Nigerian factor. Well, it's the Nigerians that populate the party, so you don't expect very much. Nigerians will remain Nigerians.
Well, a former American president, you remember, he got to Ghana and talked about building strong institutions. Here in my country, your country, Tochukwu, we're building strong individuals. That's the problem.
Not strong institutions. And
Right, you know. Well, which is saying America agrees that within the so-called dark continent, there's bright stars.
Kebo, some years back, 50, 40 years back, to an American president to invite a Nigerian preacher, a Nigerian gospel singer, to his inauguration.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Nigeria is just becoming a
Tochukwu,
likable, lovable.
As I always say, yes, even though the government ends on Sunday, inauguration is on the 20th. There are 4 Nigerians.
Yeah, they will leave office. Trump might also appoint other Nigerians. Yeah,
Hopefully.
Nigerians are gifted. Nigerians are brilliant. But our problem is getting our politics right. We're yet to get a political consensus. We are yet to define or redefine our object of nationhood.
Okay, let me take one final story. Well, one or two, from the Nigerian Tribune. 4 killed over boundary dispute in Ondo. In a 21st century Nigeria.
Communities keep fighting over boundaries.
I remember your Aguleri and Umuleri.
Umuleri. Isiago and Eziago and another community. Yeah, keep fighting and killing each other.
Overland.
Overland.
Ejimogu.
Yes, the issues can be resolved, but my experience in my village where there was this long-running communal fight over land was that the judges deliberately make their verdict very vague.
Okay, all right. The whole thing is poverty. More so, poverty of the mind, of the intellect.
Yeah, poverty of the mind more so than the poverty of the pocket.
Yeah.
Poverty of the mind. Ignorance.
It's very corrosive.
Obscurantism, disdain for enlightenment, disdain for progress.
All right. It is time to swing the microphone over to you, the listener. It's now 7:45. So let's get your reactions, not gut reactions now. I trust you have understood the perspectives we've given to the stories, 0700 903 903 903. That's the line on offer. Let's get to hear what you have to say about the stories. And please concentrate on the stories shared with you. Don't give me your own story. Hello, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, gentlemen in the studio.
I greet you, sir. Your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, Mayor from Igbo.
Mayor, take your 60 seconds from now.
Exactly. Let me tell you, the problem of Nigeria is politicians. Now, PDP, he was secretary for the PDP, and now he contested against Opus Odimba. But the law says before you contest anything, you have to resign your appointment. That's the PDP law. Now, after running with Opus Odimba, he failed. He now come back to become secretary. See, it's not possible. The law is simple. Obey the law. Obey the law. That's an example. You don't obey the law. They want to be here and be there. So I don't want to contest. After you don't come back again, I want to be secretary of PDP. It's not possible. The law says resign your appointment before you contest any elected position in Nigeria. That's PDP constitution. And now, what is going to destroy Nigeria? You don't obey law. You don't just to the law.
Boy, we got you first time. Thank you very much. Yeah. Free now. Let's hear you. Which story or stories are you reacting to? I'd say good morning to you. Welcome.
Good morning, Citizen John.
I greet you, sir.
I'm Mr. Tokiku in the studio.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, my brother.
My name is Barry. I'm calling from Pestac.
Go on, sir.
You see, what is happening in PDP about the secretary, the Tanya, is just the same problem. Like both the PDP and APC are the two sides of the same coin. Obedience to order, to regulations. And they are thinking that maybe Nigeria will remain like this. Look at what is happening in outside world. Somebody, you just said that Pastor Kumi was invited to the US. Yes, inauguration, where things are done properly. Kumi was here. He has kept mum about this, about 2023. We heard that he really relocated out of the country after telling us that Tinubu will solve our problem. He said it, and he has located. He's going to where things are done properly. And we are here struggling with what is not on.
Thank you.
What is on
Thank you. 60 seconds out. Thank you. We got to first time. 60 seconds. I time you, so this one is not a gainsay. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Citizen Jones.
I greet you, sir.
And your guest in the house.
Good morning.
Thank you, sir. My name is Peter Ustifo. I'm calling from Abanoja in Ikotum.
Yeah.
Yeah, my take is on Nabure, being given the chairman or being affirmed the chairman of Labour Party by their pay cut. It is very good. It's commendable. I pray that P2B should be able to work with him and bring other centrifugal forces together to, like the centrifugal forces in LP together so that they will come and meet the centrifugal forces so that they will become one. Instead of him running around with obedience saying that maybe thinking that they may leave Apure alone and then go to another party or even from another party. It will not speak well of P2B, because that means that if he cannot, govern his own house, bring his own people together, then how can he bring the entire Nigerians together and govern Nigeria together? Then concerning the tax reform bill, it's also okay.
Osifo, you 60 seconds, I must stop you. Osifo, are you a prayer warrior? Thank you. All right, take your own 60 seconds. 0700 903 903 903. Which story or stories are you reacting to? Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Do me a favor now. Remove your radio. Please don't involve your radio. Please.
My name is Adolphus from Igbo.
You are on now.
Yeah, I want to react on the Honorable President. Do you know that Port Harcourt from origin was called Igwe Ocha? Igwe Ocha. Before the Portuguese named the Harcourt, came to Port Harcourt and renamed it Port Harcourt. It was originally Igwe Ocha. Igwe Ocha means an Igbo land. It has a meaning. So the queries who are reacting over Ambata's presidency are mischievous.
What?
I was born in Port Harcourt.
The people reacting are what?
They don't know what they are doing. Do you know that I was born in Port Harcourt? Umumase was the original name. Umukurishi, Umuola, Diop, Umekini. Immediately after the war, they put R.
I told Tochukwu was not in the country then. Thank you. Your 60 seconds are up. Thank you. We can't continue anymore.
Oh, they put R. Okay.
It's now Rumumasi. Rumo here and so on.
It's their choice.
Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
I greet you, sir.
Yeah, I'm Ubo Vincent from Ogun State.
Go on, sir.
I want to say that the Igbos should not use names that people answer pertaining to their own tribe to judge the nation. You should know where your border is. I am from Ika. In Ika, many people answer the names due to the fact that Eastern Nigeria was regarded as belonging to all the people from the side that after the Niger. So for them to go and invite people from another state simply because of a language and name, I think it's fun.
I agree with you, because a justice of the Supreme Court is Inyang Okoro, is from Akwa Ibom.
You say because of language and name. So Igbo is a language. So if you speak Igbo language, of course you're Igbo. Name can overlap once in a while, but generally names are indicative of your language, of where you're from.
Okay, take your time. Your turn now. React to stories we shared with you. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Nigerians and Toshiko. Good morning.
Good morning.
I greet you, sir.
Yes, let me touch on the issue of what is happening in your state, the traditional Igbo. That is why we salute the Benin Kingdom. They don't temper with ownership with politics.
Yeah.
It's solely the determination of the chief determining who becomes
the Benin Kingdom has an absolute monarchy. I salute them for that.
Yes. That is why when the Oba visited Sowolu in Lagos, I protested against. I said, the Oba don't leave. You should not leave the office. It is the governor of Lagos who will come and visit you.
Of course.
Then apart, let us talk about the issue of the Ayahu Tozo, PDP. The Appeal Court sacked him. Apart from PDP constitution, the Appeal Court sacked him. And he says that until the Supreme Court determines. But you never take the case to the Supreme Court.
And the Supreme Court does not give you anything if you don't take anything to it. Thank you. Oh boy, no vex. 60 seconds are up. Yeah. Room for one more call before we pack it all in. 07903 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Citizen Jones.
And good
morning to your guest.
Yeah.
Good morning.
My name is Peter Monster from Shomolu. Now, citizen Jones, are we not bothered about all these killings in Nigeria that have increased? We have a killed girlfriend. The son killed the father. Pilot of the Air Force killed mistakenly. Boko Haram killed 40. Now, this is not shared in Nigeria. Does it have anything to do with the end time? Or it's just that we have wrong people in the country today leading that this is increasing? I don't think they record this kind of death in Ukraine that is even fighting war. I'm just asking that question. Is God happy about it? Is God no longer...
Peter Omonsi, thank you. You have 60 seconds and they are up. That's where we apply the brakes. Thank you for your time. He's talking about end times. So I am talking about next year. In the talk end times. Okay. Thank you for your reactions. On Saturday, on Saturday, we'll do this again. Thank you, Tochukwu, for your time.
You're welcome.
All right, folks. The next program is 5 minutes away. Please stick around.
A radio station is supposed to inform.
Recently, that people are getting to know about themselves, about their physique. That is women, black women.
Educate.
So what you need to do now is go to
and also entertain you.
Chapter systems are offline.
Number 1 for today's hits and all-time favorites.
This is Voice of the People. But wait a minute. When it's time to speak your mind, where do you go? Don't go too far. Here at Voice of the People Radio, VOP 90.3 FM, we give you a voice.
About that time for this conversation.
We want to know what the public has to say.
About that time for this conversation.
We want to know what the public has to say.
Your voice.
First subsidies removed.
My voice. Your voice.
First subsidies removed.
My voice. Our voices must be heard. Our voices must be heard.
Problem here, as far as I'm concerned, it's not helping the society because the way things are going now, everything has gone up.
For current news and daily updates, trends and vibes, vital information and more, tune in daily to the best radio station. VOP, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, Lagos. Now you have a voice. Speak up.
A radio station is supposed to inform.
Recently, that people are getting to know about themselves, about their physique. That is women, black women.
Educate.
So what you need to do now is go to
and also entertain you.
Chapter systems are offline.
Number 1 for today's hits and all-time favorites.
This is Voice of the People. But wait a minute. When it's time to speak your mind, where do you go? Don't go too far. Here at Voice of the People Radio, VOP 90.3 FM, we give you a voice.
Dear valued listeners, we believe in free speech, but with freedom comes responsibility. We'd like to remind you to be mindful of the power of your words and the impact they can have on others. As members of Voice of the People community, it is crucial that we foster an environment of respect as we desire a healthy discussion and diverse opinions. So, how do you contribute to a more responsible and informed dialogue? 1. Fact check before you speak. Take time to verify the information you intend to share. 2. Respectful language. Choose your words thoughtfully and avoid derogatory or offensive words. 3. Encourage a healthy debate. 4. Lead by example. As a listener, you also have a powerful voice. To be part of the conversation, the number to call is 0700 903 903 903 or send a WhatsApp message to 0817 175 6338. For all marketing and sales inquiries, please call 0912 666 9908. Words have power. Use them wisely.
A radio station is supposed to inform,
Recently, that people are getting to know about themselves, about their physique, that is women, black women.
educate,
So what you need to do now is go to www.
and also entertain you.
Chapter systems are offline.
Number one for today's hits and all-time favorites.
This is Voice of the People. But wait a minute. When it's time to speak your mind, where do you go? Don't go too far. Here at Voice of the People Radio, VOP 90.3 FM, we give you a voice. A radio station is supposed to inform,
Recently, that people are getting to know about themselves, about their physique, that is women, black women.
educate,
So what you need to do now is go to www.
and also entertain you.
Chapter systems are offline.
Number one for today's hits and all-time favorites.
This is Voice of the People. But wait a minute. When it's time to speak your mind, where do you go? Don't go too far. Here at Voice of the People Radio, VOP 90.3 FM, we give you a voice. A radio station is supposed to inform,
Recently, that people are getting to know about themselves, about their physique, that is women, black women.
educate,
So what you need to do now is go to www.
and also entertain you.
Chapter systems are offline.
Number one for today's hits and all-time favorites.
This is Voice of the People. But wait a minute. When it's time to speak your mind, where do you go? Don't go too far. Here at Voice of the People Radio, VOP 90.3 FM, we give you.
All of us here are too familiar with the famed 7 wonders of the ancient world. They include the Hanging Gardens of Babylon and so on and so on. But the 21st century has its own wonders too. Social media platforms are all wonders which still confound. Facebook, an online social media platform and social network service, was founded in 2004 by Mark Zuckerberg. He came to Nigeria, if you remember, and fellow students Eduardo Saverin, Dustin Macorich, and Chris Hughes. Its cousin, the WhatsApp was by Ian Combe and Brian Acton in 2014. Now, these two platforms have made the world become more connected through communication, hence the phrase global village. But a queer group of deviants and workers of iniquity have elected to make the famed inventions harbingers of criminality. The CP in Lagos, Olawale Ishola, has alerted us to a devious kidnapping trend. It's labeled constructive kidnapping. The scheme involves luring unsuspecting women into a den by criminally minded individuals they pose as online friends or romantic interests. So these perpetrators initiate contacts with their victims on social media, posing as friends or romantic partners. To make their bait more convincing, the kidnappers send significant sums of money, sometimes up to 500,000 naira, and pay for the victim's business class flight and accommodation at a 5-star hotel. So upon arrival, the victims are entrapped, their phones are seized, and their money stolen. Okay, the criminals then contact the victims' families demanding ransom and issuing threats of harm. The Lagos CP has rescued 16 of these women. Our job on radio is to amplify this development in the hope that the listener will take heed. So let's interrogate this. Tumi Olowe is a chartered accountant by training, and he is a national and international commentator. Tumi, I greet you. Good morning.
Good morning, Citizen Jones, and good morning to all our listeners, wherever they are.
We expect Tochukwu Izukama. Tochukwu just went downstairs to ease himself, so he'll join us very soon. Yeah, Tumi, how do we take off?
That is the reality of our time now, and it's quite unfortunate, but that's why where we found ourselves, and we need to ask, how did we get here? I was discussing.
We got here by road.
I was discussing with a lawyer friend of mine yesterday, and he made a point. He said to me, until we go back and start teaching our children the way we were brought up, we are not going anywhere in this country. He said, there are things we can't do. I mean, me and him, the things we can't do because of the way we were brought up.
Yeah. So how do you react when you hear a man or a parent in the 21st century say to you, the trouble I went through, I can't let my children go through?
Because, you see, there are fundamentals to life. Part of the fundamentals is that there will be night and day.
Okay.
It can't change. So, that you suffered. And you are saying, I don't want my children to suffer the way I suffered. Of course, they will suffer, but maybe in a different way.
Yeah.
So, what you want to do is to bring up children that can stand the vicissitude of life.
Yeah.
Because life will always happen. When I was in university, I had this classmate that his father was an MD of a subsidiary of an oil company. And, then you think that, once we just finish, this guy will just get work. Easy, no. Unfortunately, he lost his father in one of these crashes. They're back there. Okay. And then life changed. It just went.
The vicissitudes you talked
about.
Yeah.
So, when people say, what I suffered, I don't want my children, it's because you are still breathing. You can sleep and not wake up the following morning. I lost a cousin last year. I mean, my children are well pampered, everything good. Now, where the children are, we are all just praying that they will not get into trouble. Because the person that was playing mother hen over them is dead. And all the people that should step into that position are not in a mode. So it's quite unfortunate when people say, what I suffered. What did you suffer? Because what you suffer is not what your children will suffer.
Yeah.
It may come in a different way. But you see, life will happen. I mean, you're working. Nobody plans to lose his job. But the father of the house that is earning very well, all of a sudden,
passes.
He didn't even pass. The company is working with, the industry entered problem. In 2008, the financial meltdown.
The company became liquidated.
Yes. A whole lot of bankers lost their jobs. And a whole lot of families also got destroyed because the wives could not come to terms with the downturn in fortunes.
Yeah.
So it is lack of fundamental understanding of life that makes parents do that.
All right. Let me introduce Tochukwu Ezukama. Tochukwu, I tell them, say you go give peace a chance.
Yes.
You done peace. Welcome back. Of course, what we're discussing is social media scam. Lagos CP rescues 16 victims of online romance fraud. You remember a little over 40 years ago, a senior colleague of mine, Frank Olize, I think we remember. The program was Newsline.
Sunday evening.
Before he started the show, he would ask, do you know where your daughter is? And people go laugh.
A very important question.
Do you know that question is relevant today? Even
it was relevant then, and it's relevant now. More relevant now.
Many parents don't know where their daughters and sons are, even as we speak. Yeah. It starts from there.
kind of upbringing, even when the kid leaves home, the kind of upbringing he had or she had keeps influencing his life. So it's in the home.
So now the Commissioner of Police in Lagos has shared the thing with us. The social media, which came as a veritable tool to help man, is being exploited by deviants and criminals.
Yes.
To lure unsuspecting girls, to their doom. Tochuko and to me, women are like children. They are impressionable.
Yes.
So if you meet a guy the studio manager just, the bell is to wake up those where they sleep, Abby.
Yes.
Thank you. So the social media is supposed to help man. For the broadcaster, the Google is a veritable companion. You need it.
Yes. It's like an encyclopedia.
So, but when guys want to turn that invention into something crazy in this kind of world, what do you say?
It is said that hard times make strong men and soft times make weak men. Now, all these were developed to make life soft for us.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the criminal-minded are the ones using. I mean, a whole lot of countries are now working on banning TikTok, some other social media platforms because of the vices.
What about the latest one, artificial
intelligence? At least so, but whichever way, the good book said, train a child the way he would go, and when he grows up, he will not depart from it. So that is the fundamental for training a child. Put the proper home training in that child. Yes, it doesn't mean the child may not waver because we are human beings. But imagine a child that you did not even train at all.
Yeah.
I mean, and like you said earlier, what I suffered, I will not let my child suffer. So a whole lot of parents have thrown away.
A man in the 21st century will say, the suffer where I suffer, God forbid, make I let my children suffer. What does it mean?
It can mean anything. Some people were sleeping under the bridge before they made it slowly. So, and you wouldn't want your child to sleep on that bridge because you've paid that price
sleeping
already.
on that bridge, in quotes, going through the vicissitudes of life, as Sumi said earlier, it will come in different forms.
In different forms, yeah.
And
but
you can say it means sleeping under the bridge, meaning denying yourself.
Yeah, it's some people say, like my father went to school in old age because he had to work his way up. And I got into the university as a teenager. So evidently, my father, who got into the university in his 40s, he didn't want me to. I wasn't going through what he went through.
Yeah.
But I still have to deal with the rigors of acquiring an education.
Definitely.
So there are some things you must do, irrespective of how Dangote's children. I heard the daughter had a master's degree. The father couldn't have read the degree for him or her.
No.
So no matter how much your parents softens your landing,
there are things you still have to do by yourself.
Exactly.
So this is why we put it into context now. This is why, the father will not stop the daughter or the son from socializing.
Yes.
Taking advantage of the social media. But when things like this happen, it confounds. And so you are wondering, where did I get it wrong?
Well, it's a societal issue when because we became too wealth conscious, we became too willing, or we started having the desire to reap where we have not sown.
So when your daughter goes for an iPhone,
the parents can't even afford.
And they say an iPhone is from how much? Me, I don't know.
Plenty.
Me and they use a phone. So I don't know about I. Not to talk of why.
I don't even know their names. I just
the thing is,
your daughter prefers the iPhone, and you are not asking where did it come from.
There's this adage that says your child is not a washerman, but he's bringing clothes home, and you're not asking, Oga, where are you getting clothes from?
Young lady, where is this coming from?
It's not even only young ladies. I mean, yes, we are talking about romance scam, but it's not only young ladies. You will be so shocked that
men fall for it.
Yes, because even females are part of this crime syndicate. That because some men, especially foreigners, men also fall for this scam. So it's not only women alone. But
and when the girl falls for the scam, they now phone the girls home. Your child is with us. Pay X ransom.
So even that too. We've seen there was a video I saw on X, I think like a week or 2 weeks ago, of the police media person in Delta State, in Edo State, I think, parading a guy and a lady, a young man and a young woman. The young woman in money. That is where the major breakdown came from. A time the police complained about, I think the EFCC complained about mothers forming a group, Yahoo Boys Mothers Association.
They don't register them.
So if the people that are naturally gifted to form characters in human beings are the one now, it is so bad now that people proudly identify as Yahoo boys. You would ask young ladies, will you date a working man? Who will you date, a working man or a Yahoo boy? And they will tell you Yahoo boy.
Yeah, because he has money.
We have degenerated to that depth.
It brings to mind one of Ebenezer Obey's great songs. He said, Itelorun Babaiwa. Contentment is the king of character.
It is.
What do you call contentment in Igbo? Afo Juju. What do you call
Itelorun?
My people call it Uyoko. That is when you don't belly full.
Yeah, Afo Juju, you feel satisfied.
But contentment is missing.
Very much.
On all.
That is why you will see a student that the parents are struggling to pay
the school fees
using a phone that is even more than the school fee.
So, which is saying, how much did you say an iPhone costs?
It's over $1 million or thereabout.
So, if you gave your daughter $1 million and she had a choice, paying fees or going for the phone,
she'll
buy a phone.
Oh, really? You don't say.
It's sad reality.
I mean, every time a new series of iPhone comes out, a whole lot of people trade their virtues for the phone.
Yeah, but that was a relevant question. Do you know where your daughter is?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know where your children are? Not only daughters alone.
No, but daughter is
because they are more susceptible to
more vulnerable to devices,
more impressionable. Okay, dear listener, if you feel up to joining issues with us or raising new questions, why not? 0700 903 903 903. Get the news straight. Social media scam. Lagos CP, Commissioner of Police, rescues 16 victims of online romance fraud. Let's get you talking.
Yeah, like I was saying, nobody can know where the daughter is all the time. While your daughter was with you, what did you teach your daughter? What values?
Or your son?
With children, yeah. What did you tell your children? Because some parents are so careless. They fight each other, argue over petty things, and don't sit down and talk to their
rationalize.
That is even a very extreme. Yeah, because we know there is a fight there.
Yeah.
But we're even talking of where they are not fighting. My madam came home yesterday and she was gisting me that children in primary school.
Sorry, I have a listener here. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Citizen Joe.
I greet you, sir.
Yeah, good morning to Shubu and the other guest.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, Mayor from the Kotu.
Okay.
My brother, this topic is touching. It's really touching. I can tell you when we are growing up, if your mother looks at your eyes, you know what she meant.
Mm-hmm.
She will not talk. Maybe she looks at your eye, you will know that you get it immediately. But nowadays, I don't understand. Sometimes the parents are okay. But when they go to school, they have new friends, they have a session, then they change completely. Okay. So my parents are decent too. Everybody decent. But when the child leaves home for school, they will turn to another leave altogether.
Yeah.
So that is not from parents, so let's say the truth. It's not from parents.
So parenting is a wahala.
Is it?
The
Yes.
influence from school.
All right. If your daughter is leaving for university, you don't warn her about boys. It is about fellow girls. Because now the fellow girls go tell her, Stella, a party day for Abuja.
Well, there's a saying in my place. They always tell you while growing up, not see humanity one shape. Remember the child of whom
you are. Yeah.
Remember where you are coming from. That thing, they keep bringing it. A day hardly passes before they will tell you, not see humanity one shape. So when you go out, if you remember where you are coming from.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, Citizen Jones.
I greet you, sir.
And of course, your guests in the studio, I bid them good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you, sir. My name is Peter Usifo. I'm calling from Abanja in Ikotu. Romance fraud to me is caused by greed and the ostentatious way of living. And of course, when we take this along too, it is caused by our peer groups. You understand? Because people want to make money quick. Take, for instance, the man who was caught with the head of a lady whom he said is his own girlfriend.
And they say that the guy
apart
is...
from the orientation agency, is put to work. They are not doing work. They are not doing their duty as in the 80s and 90s. Just as rightly said by our guy, Citizen Jones, when he introduced Franco into this matter. You know, in those days, you have to know where your children are. Not only girls, but we know that girls are more vulnerable. So our National Orientation Agency, the parents, the schools, and of course the information ministry should come up and do something better.
Thank you, Peter.
The National Orientation Agency. Thank you very much.
The job of the National Orientation will not substitute
for
home
parenting.
training.
Yeah.
That's where it starts. That's where
the foundation
ends.
is laid.
Yes. Because children go to school and take to smoking marijuana or get into drugs. Some people experiment. When I was in high school, I was told that if you use what they call mandras, your movement will be heavy. You'll be talking to any girl anyhow. So I use mandras.
I saw it. I saw the thing. Whitish.
Yeah. So all the afternoon, it was like something was tingling my whole system. I said, never in this life again will I use mandras. So children experiment with all these things. But where do you make the choice? Why do you determine to continue with it?
It is what has been put in you that would because like I said, the people that were still properly trained will still waver along the way, but the training will call them back to.
Exactly.
Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yeah.
My name is Igidi. I'm calling from Ago.
Okay then.
You see, anytime you discuss this, I always like it. But then our political leaders and religious leaders too, you see the kind of life they are living. Even they live, some of them live like more than even these Yahoo boys we are talking about. If they will be our role model, I'm telling you, many Nigerians will change.
Okay, do you need? Hold on. Do you need your pastor to train your children?
Their style, the way of their life, the way they do,
If you know, answer my question. No problem. Okay.
It's a collective effort. It's not one person effort.
Yeah, because the past is a powerful influence on the masses, on the children. Yeah, we're looking up to him as role models too.
You see,
It doesn't substitute
God-
for training,
all right.
but it complements
Caller,
the home
thank you.
training.
Thank you.
God blesses the soul of my grandma. You know that I can wake up early in the morning. Because growing up then, we go to church early in the morning. We still have this. We still go to early morning service, 6. I think maybe 5 to 6 or thereabout. We will have done our own morning devotion, and that time, I don't want to wake up at 4 a.m. So I'll still be sleeping. Oh my God, stand up. So I might have to stand up throughout the morning devotion at home before you even go to church, then come back at 6 and get ready for school. Those things helped me when I got to university, and I had 7 a.m. lectures. God help you that my lecturer, Asha, gets into the class before you. You're in trouble.
Yeah. Don't you, to me,
Am I waiting for a pastor to now tell me to wake up at 4 a.m. or so that I can go for a 7 a.m. class?
To me, I was born in Lagos here, but my father had to send me to Ogoni in River State. I'm talking about the 60s now, mid 60s, to start my secondary school. The wahala, getting up 5:30 to go fetch water. When me go use, I thought it was hell on earth. I cried and wanted to go back home. And
so will feel like my parents punishing me.
You know. So
but if you live in Lagos now and you live, even if you live in Ikeja and you want to get to your office on the island before 8, you can't wake up at 6.
Yeah, gentlemen, but I like us to go to what. Let's go back to what the last caller told me about religious leaders and politicians. Here, the first mirror for the child or the children would be the parents.
At least for the first 10 years.
Yes. The formative stage, you know.
It's the home. But
so
it's the home.
It is the way we parents now excuse our responsibility.
Oh yeah.
Primary schools stop porn in school because they watch porn on their mother's phones at home.
Yeah.
Primary school children.
And their mothers watch porn?
They see nothing wrong with it.
No be mama put porn on top. So the mothers are so, you know, a whole lot of people now, this guy is crying. We are take food. Keep quiet.
Just a minute. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello?
Yeah, I greet you, sir.
Hello?
I did hear you, sir. Go on.
Hello?
Wahala day. Sorry. Listen to us on radio.
So I mean, imagine that. And those children at that formative age have been exposed to.
There's a lot of carelessness and permissiveness.
In parenting now.
Yeah.
Kids get spoiled. Once a kid cries, the mother jumps. And there are some, because when I was growing up.
Let me entertain this caller. This listener. Good morning. Yeah, I greet you, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Go on.
That was not good. Hello.
Good morning. We can hear you.
Go on.
There's somebody around you to tell it over here.
Good morning.
Oh, go on.
Good morning.
Oh, no. Sorry. Please, when you get through, there might be a glitch somewhere, but pretend we are listening to you. Just go on. Go ahead. Hello. Good morning to you. Good morning. Welcome.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Go on.
Good morning, Citizen Jones.
I greet you, sir.
And the guests in the studio.
Good morning.
I don't know if you can hear me, but I cannot hear you.
Go on.
My name is Buki. Ephraim Sander. I'm a first-time caller.
All right.
I really want to talk about the parenting situation. You see, there are different parents in our generation today. There are those who are responsible in giving back. There are those who are responsible in taking care of the children they've given back to. So, unfortunately for us, in this present dispensation, in this generation that we are, people just give back to children, throw them to the street, and continue their life. That is where we find ourselves. And it's a pathetic situation today. So, for us to solve this problem, I think we need to put all hands need to be on deck. We have to go back to the drawing board and sit down and go back to those days our parents taught us while we were in the village, while growing up.
Yeah. Put simply, sorry, 60 seconds out. Put simply, know your children. The great British broadcaster, David Frost, said, if you have one child, you are a parent. If you have two children, you are a referee. So you get the imagery.
Fight you go there.
Because you need to.
But the thing that another problem on children is the home is the basis of everything. But one thing with the Nigerian side is that most people will celebrate what's the word? Crooks and cranks. Because who do we celebrate in Nigeria? We have a lot of Yahoo boys being celebrated because they have money. Criminals that became chiefs, pastors.
You won't be surprised. Many Nigerians, the youngsters, want to be like Hush Puppy.
Exactly.
Just a minute. Good morning. Welcome.
Very good morning to all the family in the studio.
We are listening, morning, sir. Welcome.
Thank you. God bless you all.
Bless
My
you.
name is Prince Wyatt.
All right.
Calling you from Amuodo. I think this matter you are discussing is very, very important. And with the parents, we have a lot of blame. Now, well, if you know the community, when we are talking of governance, it's not from home. Where the family fails, the community is going to fail.
Yeah.
And when the community fails, the governance is going to fail.
Yeah.
Because it is one of the community, if somebody to
they're interwoven. Yeah.
As a governor, as a minister, as a president. Now, when the father tells his that man coming, tell I'm not at home. What are you telling your children? You are telling them to tell lies. All these things we are talking about start from home. Look at our boys going to the street today. They don't want to line job. They don't want to do another thing. You see them go to Japa, go everywhere. Parents have very a lot of to do before you pass to government. We parents have to do our own bid at home.
Thank you. 60 seconds. And bless you. God bless you too. Yeah.
But there are sometimes we have to lie. Even lying sometimes is an act of wisdom. So
a cynic said it is not always lying.
Shy area.
Liver, I'm timing you. Go on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Shy area.
Liver, I'm timing you. Go on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Go on.
The truth about the thing is not just parents alone, because I grew up in a community where all the parents are parents to all the children. So when all the parents are good character people, then you will see all the children better people. Then you will see all the children behaving fine. So it's not just a single father, single mom in the child. The child will not be locked up inside the house. It will also mix up with the community. So I think all the parents need to be good to even their children and the one not their children. Then when it comes to religion and government, they also play a big role. Like when I was growing up, a local government councillor and the chairman, we know them. They are not that rich.
All right.
But now when you see a councillor living like very
sorry.
Children will want to live like
before you take me out. 60 seconds out. Thank you.
Okay.
We got you first time.
You see, I always appreciate when people say
to me, he was leading me at the forum. So it be like say you want to leave a track. So I'm talking about you nurturing your child.
Yes.
And now you want to lead me to counselor. Small time. No, hold on. Small time. You go lead me to governor and president.
Yes, they are role models too.
No, hold on. The formative stage. Now you go give.
Why all of us sitting down in this studio? Why are we not into fraud? Don't we have governors that are doing? Why are we not into fraud?
governors no dey at time.
Why we not into fraud?
Governors dey your time.
So it's
time
because the governor
criminals
is,
were not celebrated.
but
today criminals are celebrated.
And I'm saying, why are we not criminals? Why are we not criminals?
Now you they celebrate.
I don't. Why are we not
Society is celebrating criminals.
I don't
Most
celebrate
of the
you.
people affected by the press are crooks, criminals.
But that has not turned any one of us here into crooks.
Anybody, it's personal choice.
Because of the training that we have.
You are not crooked.
Yes, because I chose
by
not
choice.
to be. Yes.
By choice.
Yes.
Good. Because you know the consequence.
Yes.
They say if you mess around, you must do the time.
It's by choice. But there are factors in the society. Society influences us a lot.
We all grew up in this society.
We all grew up in this society. We make our choices, but the influence is there.
Don't you go in this same society?
Yes.
If your child, male or female, brings something he or she is not in your estimation, is not supposed to be in possession of, what's your reaction? Would you expect the governor to come and chastise the child?
No, you don't expect the governor to come and expect.
My former pastor, Wale Adenuga, the gospel singer, used to, we will say that, look, yeah, when we were growing up, competition was ripe to be good. But that it is easier now to stand out.
Oh, yeah.
Because there are a whole lot of people that have just thrown caution to the wind. And really, when you look around, when you sit down and look at it, it's true. It is so easy for the individuals now that are ready to knuckle down, to stand out.
Yeah, don't you?
So doing the right thing is standing out.
Yes.
Hello, good morning.
So the generality to do the wrong thing.
Another listener. I greet you, sir.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Do us a favor.
Good morning, sir.
Do us a favor. Leave your radio out of it, please.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Me, they hear you.
Can you hear me, sir? Good morning.
I think there is a noise.
But there's.
My name is. Hello.
Go on.
My name is Stanley. Let me go on. I don't know if you are hearing me, please. I just want to contribute on this topic this morning. My own thought is just that government also contributed for our children as spoils.
I agree with that.
Why do I say so? If you go some houses, you will see a parent, a father, and a mother with 4 children, 5 children in one room. So tell me how the husband and wife will discuss without the children hearing it, or whenever they want to, hold yourself as husband and wife. How would they be able to do that? So government should also, try to make things easier for people to get accommodation. You understand? They contributed also.
No. You are twisting the tail. You are twisting.
Then those people have no business having 5 children.
To me, it is his choice. Let him have a dozen children.
It's not the fault of the government.
Wait. If you born Peking, do you give birth to a 5-year-old child?
No.
And the child grows up before your eyes? You are training the child. And which one be government? You live for one room. The child come meet una day for one room. And now you elect to produce the children. You produce the first one, you produce the second one.
The government have a role because the government shaped the society.
But the government does not have
but in the case of
the foundational role belongs to the parents.
The case of being in one room or 2 rooms, those are personal effort.
Last year, JAMB registration. Sorry, sir. JAMB registration. A parent was caught on JAMB exam that went to write exam.
For the child.
Is that government?
It's government, it's society. Because when I was growing up, you do not play pranks in school. And if you do, you won't let your father
but the man was caught now.
But because
government catch him.
Because standards fell over the years.
Tochukwu, do you know?
You think I will write down for my child?
Not you. You see people who are not qualified.
Tochukwu, can you afford to write?
I'm not talking about myself.
No.
I'm
but
talking about
no.
The influence of society on human
sometimes
beings.
I think I don't know you. So go vex with me. Let me take another listener. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. My own contribution is that
if you tell me your name, where you come from.
Key of children of any matter. Family is the first foundation of every child.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly.
That we can talk about. Another thing is that the society is another foundation of the children, because what the children learn from the family is what they will take to outside. What they will now learn from outside is what they will use to stand as a parent in future. So whatever we are doing, the society as a whole has to live a good life to make sure that everything we try to work according to how it's supposed to be. Otherwise, we will continue getting it wrong time to time.
This week, this actress was on. I saw a video on social media correcting 2 young ladies that came for auditioning.
Yeah.
On a set, and they were not wearing bras. So he told them, "Look, this is as good as an interview.
Yeah.
You don't go to an interview dressed like this." And then it is still we ladies that will now complain that men are sexually harassing us.
Yes.
Only for me to see this morning that another lady is castigating that producer
for chastising.
For chastising.
Yeah,
Now, but the truth is, my daughter or my son will not go anywhere dressed irresponsibly.
To me, we have deviants.
No matter what. Yeah, we have deviants.
Deviants. There are many, and they are educated. Many of them flaunt these degrees. You know.
Yeah, but the thing in the Nigerian society is that the majority became deviants.
Let me not keep this listener. Yeah, morning, welcome.
Hello.
Go on. I can hear you. Are you there? All right, Tochuku, go on.
Yeah, the majority became perverted. Only the eccentric few act normal. So is this
that is the irony of life now.
Yeah, so
the normal people are now the eccentric ones.
So it's the society that caused that, and it's leadership, the role model that brought about that. So when people see that there's no merit in the system, your neighbors, a man was telling me that his son did not pass the entrance examination.
Now government custom.
Yes, to the university. But he has to pay some money to take the position of somebody that passed.
Can you imagine?
Because merit disappeared in the system. What eroded merit in the system? The government, the leadership. When you tell people hard work does not pay, honesty does not pay, loyalty does not pay. It's having the right connection.
That is not true.
Pressing the right button.
That is definitely not true.
Hold on. I mentioned the name Hush Puppy. Are you familiar with that name? Was he not punished?
He's still in jail.
Hush Puppy was not punished.
Is he still in jail?
He went to jail but lived in a special place.
Yeah.
As we speak
he's
now.
in jail.
Yeah.
As we speak
he's
now.
in prison.
What Puppy has been doing for so long. People tried it for 1 week and went to jail. Hot Puppy is connected. That's why he's gone this far.
He's in prison. Which connection? He's in prison, serving his jail time.
Are you, Tochuko? Are you enamored of Hush Puppy?
How can I be enamored of Hush Puppy?
No vex. Make I entertain a listener. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Welcome.
You can hear me. My name is Anna Yochuku.
Anna,
I'm calling from Ikotu.
All right.
Parents contributed a lot. Parents contributed. And you could imagine in my area, I saw a year-old child that has never know how to talk. You want to take that child to school. And I said, no, madam, before this child will start school, you have to start talking. So I think we don't know. If somebody beats him at school, he will come and complain. So parents, please, the years that children stay at home before they start school is important too. Parents are a year old, 7 months, 6 months, you will see parents struggling to go and register the child in the school. I don't know why.
The leadership destroyed merit in the system. So people do things cutting corners. Unilag,
did you hear the last caller?
Sir, Unilag had...
There are parents had...
No.
Unilag had their convocation ceremony this week. And there were a whole lot of first-class graduates. I think MassCom, almost all the ladies there came out with first class or something. That is merit.
Yeah.
So nobody has destroyed merit.
And in that merit,
nobody
a
has destroyed
professor,
merit.
a lecturer tells a woman, no matter what you do in this course, if you do not come to see,
and when such lecturers are caught,
how many
they are
of them
disgraced.
are caught?
But
what gave him the audacity, the impunity to say that?
Tochuku,
Yes.
As we did talk, the social media, the popular one, Facebook, came in 2004.
Yes.
By 1986, at their school.
Yes.
Okay. Students had been, they went through harassment. So no be today.
It was an aberration those days in the 70s.
No.
It happened once in a while. But today it's a way of life in the university.
Ask lecturers, graduate assistants that are doing their PhD, what their guys are showing them. And it's not today that it started.
That today is started. It don't take.
The system has been corrupt, but it got progressively.
Because we now have social media showing up everybody's.
The standards failed.
Of course.
There's no more merit in the system.
There is still merit.
People are not committed to anything. We respect.
There are still merit
in the past, in my village, in the 60s, if you come back.
My son in the university that he is has partial scholarship because of his performance. That is merit.
So he just told you that.
So don't let us insist there is no merit.
University of Lagos, some students made the first class in a 21st century Nigeria. So he never spoil finish. He don't take where this rot start.
The rot was there, but like I said.
Sorry, let me. Why not save us this noise now? I'm sorry, I can't take you. If you get through to us, keep your radio out of it, please. That's the only way we can have a smooth conversation. Welcome. Good morning. Okay. Yeah.
The rot is across Nigeria and even in the world. If you go to some civilized countries of the world and try to bribe the policeman, maybe 1 in 20, 1 in 50, 1 in 100 will fall for it. In Nigeria, 90 in 100 will fall for it. That's the Nigerian thing. And the thing with the Nigerian society is that in other countries where people are corrupt, people are outraged. The corrupt individual is punished and punished severely. In Nigeria, it outrages nobody. You don't know them. That's then they do now. Give them money. So it's acceptable. The aberration is acceptable. And then people don't get punished for their offense.
This is not good for us now. If you get through to us, please, if I activate your line, keep your radio out of it. I take the last but not the least call. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes, my name is Mayor from Pestac.
Go on.
I think I align with people because government and leadership, if you are to rate it by percentage, I should give them 85%, 80, 85. Parents maybe 20. What am I reading? This decadence. People, you see most people who were not able to afford a two square meal, becoming a councillor and becoming a multi-billionaire. There is a case of, I won't mention name, there is a current case of a speaker that was impeached. The record had it that this speaker, before he became a House of Assembly member, he was not boasting of, well, let me not say it, but some people said he was a colonel and all that. But he was not a speaker when he became a legislator. So how can somebody now go and start reading and say, look at this man where I just know. So that is what the government, people don't value merit again because there is shortcuts to leadership where you can just become a House of Assembly member.
We'll leave it there. 60 seconds. We'll leave it there.
You see,
yeah, to me, you are winding down.
It's unfortunate when we use all these excuses. None of my children will come and stand in front of me and tell me that somebody did a shortcut to you.
Oh yeah.
Your teacher must not even call me and tell me that you cheated in class. I mean, because I'm going to ask you.
To me,
so all this using a third party is that who I am? Is that who I want you to be?
To me, even Tochukwu would tell you, the more the red ink in my class, in my books, my father saw, for each red ink, I got a stroke of the cane. So I worked at reducing the red ink.
So when parents say one senator, one governor, do you want your own child to turn up as? Is that the future you are planning for your child? If that is future you are planning for your child, then it's okay. But don't blame the governor or the senator for that, because it is in your hand to train your child the way it will go, so that you will have rest in your old age.
Yeah, the police did a good job busting this band of kidnappers who hoodwink young women and then
using the social media.
Using the social media. But it's just because of the moral decadence in the society. And the decadence is one from the home. The home is the foundation determines the life of every child. But following the home is the society. And this society is what it is because we've been led by the wrong people who gave us...
Tochukwu, and any house will not get good foundation. It no go stand.
It no go stand.
So you don't build a wrong foundation. No, hold on. You don't build your house on a wrong foundation and blame government. Well, gentlemen, we are done, and that's the essence of radio, to provoke the debate. The issues will throw up. So know it. Social media scam is alive and well. Online romance fraud is gaining ground. We, as parents, must do our bit. Yes, it is enough to blame government, but the first stroke, they say, is half the battle. Tumi Olowe, many thanks for your time.
My pleasure, sir.
And Tochukwu Ezukama, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm done. See you on Saturday. Good morning.